this melody is really something for the memory. When you the shit, you inherit all the jealousy. This lemonade squeeze still good with Hennessy. This feels real nice, the instrumental is my therapy. The goal now is to get it and make some more investments. The hustle, it never stops, real ones respected. Legacy matters, by all means you must protect it. If it ain't about the money, baby, don't sweat it. Nike phone posits with the Gucci colorway. Florida vegetation proper, I'ma puff away. Cool breeze, Mother Nature breathing on me. Capitalize on everything like typing all uppercase. Up in modern day Roy Ayers, some groovy 65 beer Gale Sayers. Some sliding, never slipping, I make it look good. As you can see, I like the rhyme in layers.
10 p.m. in St. Pete, 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 10 p.m. in St. Pete.
The flow really immaculate, that's that shit. What I'm putting on display is true craftsmanship. I put the pen to the pad, the song writes itself. Crafting rhymes, you can see it's real draftsmanship. So vivid, it got naysayers living. 1,000% organic, this is far from script factual. Even though I feel my life a movie, with those past events made it out to be a doozy. Don't you let those silly motherfuckers knock you off your pivot. Make some moves for yourself, you gon' be there in a minute. Words to live by, focus on self and make the best decision. Men lie, women lie, it's about the digits. More money, more problems, that's life shit. Money a tool for you to use to get right slick. Just some thoughts from my mind as I cruise slow. St. Pete like a second home was good though.
10 p.m. in St. Pete, 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 10 p.m. in St. Pete.
Shouts out Thumbnail Lady in the building, aka I'm Just Like That. What's going on? Yes, it's the football holiday day. Everybody been talking about football today. This is the holiday day. Shouts out to Thumbnail Lady.
Ease up, hoes down. Riding in my city, windows down, I love the sound. G's up, woes around. Get your money, give no fucks, 10 toes down. That butter worth it all once you get it. That butter worth it all once you get it. That butter worth it all once you get it. Lord knows I'm really focused on my mission. Timberland 40 belows with the laces relaxed. I feel good on this track. They be like, Steph, where you been? I ain't seen you in a minute. I reply and I tell them I'm just trying to handle business. Mathematics, arithmetic is about the algorithm. Waves to the brain while you relax to the algorithm. Factual, that butter worth it all once you get it. Playing Young Thug digits on a mission, cause I gotta get it. The hustle never stop, cause it's about them digits, all about them digits. We gon' run it up, baby. She gon' get it, she gon' run it up. Bringing back the ends, counting cheese. Yes, Lord, she with it. That Pinot Grigio, so cold, just how I like it. Pouring up and celebrating, cause we know that life be life. And it can hit you with a crazy punch like a jab from Tyson. Stand on your own 10, keep fighting. Ease up, hoes down. Riding in my city, windows down, I love the sound. G's up, woes around. Get your money, give no fucks, 10 toes down. That butter worth it all once you get it. That butter worth it all once you get it. That butter worth it all once you get it. Lord knows I'm really focused on my mission.
We need a symbol that can unite.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Cruising down the street in my 9A, riding on go, on straight legs.
Yeah.
And my tape deck is blowjob Betty. If you coming with me, then you coming with Betty.
Cruising down the street in a 77. T-top cut, smiling and smabbing, knocking sugar free. If you stay ready, and if you fucking with me, then you fucking with Fetty.
I'm going city to city, state to state, and everybody thinks that I'm serving weight. Oh no, baby, that ain't my style. I got a trunk full of funk and it weighs 8 pounds. Give me a scale, I'll show you just how much. You can look with your eyes, but you better not touch. I roll white paper, never smoke the Dutch. I use a machine, I just need a crutch. This old man wants to hit my bone. Oh no, my brother, you got to get your own. This strip right here, that's my block. You need to find somewhere else if you're selling cock. Doctor, check it out. I done went and found it, I'm the one they talking about. It's so easy now, I can scream and shout. They bring you money and you just pay them clout. Cruising down the street in my 9A, riding on go, on straight legs.
Yeah.
And my tape deck is blowjob Betty. If you coming with me, then you coming with Betty.
Cruising down the street in a 77. T-top cut, smiling and smabbing, knocking sugar free. If you stay ready, and if you fucking with me, then you fucking with Fetty. Coolin' in the bay, sipping and smoking. Niggas in old schools, dipping and yoking, macking and jacking, pimping and hoeing. The game is thick as some lotion. Stand out the way, man, sucker ducking. Haters gon' hate, nigga, motherfucker. No fresco, he always up to something. That's the way it is when you come from nothing. Tryna stack the chips up, stack 'em like Pringles. Old school bitch, I'm acting at Mingles. She said fresco, matter of fact, I'm single. Still look good, give my jack a jingle. See me, I don't really ask for much. With a sting of ours, all I ask is trust. A thick bitch, big tits, ass is heavy, and a couple real players having Fetty, man.
Cruising down the street in my 9A, riding on go, on straight legs.
Yeah.
And my tape deck is blowjob Betty. If you coming with me, then you coming with Betty.
Cruising down the street in a 77. T-top cut, smiling and smabbing, knocking sugar free. If you stay ready, and if you fucking with me, then you fucking with Fetty.
Cruising down the street in my 9A, riding on go, on straight legs. And my tape deck is
What's going on with y'all, man? OSD Live Reloaded. We back with another installment by Scenes by OSD Live Reloaded. I realized it's actually been a whole month since I did the last installment to this particular playlist. So today I wanted to do a series for Conversations with OSD Live. This is basically, a live stream for you, the audience, to pretty much share your thoughts and your opinions about my content or about the content that you've observed, of course. I will make sure it's an open line. for anybody to pull up as far as like the live stream. If you want to hit the link, share your thoughts, feel free to do that as well. I've been doing a lot of content, as of late that has been, kind of kicking up a little bit of dust, but to see that kind of result, that means you're doing something right, especially when you're doing nothing but just giving your thoughts and opinions. No spinning narratives or any of that foolishness that people may say that you do, which I find highly disrespectful, for people to say that, the content that I'm putting out is not being truthful and it's in a slanderous situation, which is, not true at all, because when it comes to reaction videos, the video is what it is. That's the thoughts and opinions of the person that's saying what they're saying on the video documentation. So, yeah, I just don't appreciate the lying and stuff like that. When I've given nothing but my honest opinion when I'm up here doing this for y'all. So, that's where we are with that. Appreciate everybody that's been sharing their thoughts and opinions underneath the videos in the comment section, hitting the like button, sharing the videos, man. I greatly appreciate it. It's all appreciated. Lisa Queen B in the building.
Factuals.
Shouts out the thumbnail lady.
Factuals.
What's going on, Lise? Oh yeah, let me make sure I do that too while there's people still, either joining the live or, kind of just popping in, popping out. Again, this is an open panel like what you see on the title. Like I said, it's been a while since I did a Conversations with OSD Live Reloaded. Y'all know how those can go by the series and how, different people of different walks of life, come on the panel and just share their thoughts and opinions. We have a conversation for you all, the audience, to see as the content. So that's usually how the Conversations with OSD Live Reloaded goes. So they usually interesting. They are usually interesting. And then there's times where I'm pretty much giving y'all dialogue, of my thoughts and opinions as far as, the content creating and what I've been observing, anything that's really on my mind, because like I said, it's just an open panel where you just really expressing thoughts and opinions. That's really what it is. But let me make sure I put the link in the chat for anybody that wants to come up on the show. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I gotta open it up in another tab. All right. There we go. Okay, so link is pinned in the chat. So if you're watching the show right now and want to be a part of the show, the link is pinned inside the chat. And again, shouts out to everybody that's watching the live stream right now. This is Conversations with OSD Live Reloaded. Scenes by OSD Live Reloaded. I told you I'm getting in my producer bag. One of the few things I kind of want to tap into this year is producing. The idea is short film, but, things take time. So probably just put together, sketches and stuff like that and see how that go. I'm probably going to get started soon trying to at least attempt to write a treatment. But we're going to see how it go. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to start getting into my producer bag, though. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to get into that producer bag and see what's going on. Lou Jenkins in the building. What's good, Lou?
Factuals.
Lou Jenkins in the building. But yeah, this year is just going to be a very interesting year just because of how it's been starting off. You know, very interesting. A lot of things have been happening. But you know, the year 2024 was interesting too. You know, a lot of trials and tribulations at the beginning of the year, I should say. And 25 didn't start off the same way, but it was definitely an unusual start. But I do want to just say that I think I'm going to take it as a sign, as, you know, it's going to be a good year. You know, you got to speak things into existence. You know, I'm just grateful just to see another day. And another day is another opportunity to do this, you know. But the StreamYard link is still available. So I didn't. Maybe I should open up the tab just in case anybody pull up. Let's see. All right, yeah, so I'll open up the tab for StreamYard just in case anybody pull up. I'll be able to see them. Let me see some. Yeah, for sure, Lou. That's for sure. Definitely got to put the work in. Definitely got to put the work in. All right, so y'all see it. StreamYard link is active. It's a go. Like I said, I know the content that I've been doing lately has been kicking up dust, and that's good because that's what it should be doing, bringing awareness. And I'm starting to see the awareness spreading. You know, all the videos that I've been doing and stuff, and I know it's a method to the madness, but I see that it's working, and it's doing just what it needs to do. You know, bringing that awareness and having people think beyond, you know, what they may be already thinking about, you know, and just invoking another thought, you know, it goes a long way. And I see exactly, you know, the results from that. But see, that's just the, how can I put it? That's just the power of content creating. You know, when I say that it's not for everybody, it really isn't for everybody. Everybody can do it, but it's also like a gift too as well. And if you're a talented person, that works for you too. But like especially when you have a gift, you can't ignore your gift. You know, you gotta do it. You know, because whenever you be trying to run away from it, you know, it's gonna always find its way back to you, and you're gonna, in some capacity, have to, you know, execute your gift. You know, it's God given, and you just never want to ignore that. You know, we all have our own individual free will. We all have our special niche about each other, about ourselves, I should say. And go for it. Whatever it is what you want to do, just go for it. You know, like I've always say, don't let nobody put limitations on you. You know, and walk in your gift and do just that. Like I explained, broadcasting is It's definitely not easy, but if it's something that you love to do and you know that's something that you're great at, I say go forward in it. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Especially going live, doing live streams is already, shouts out to people that's able to do live streams, because doing a live stream is definitely not easy. Doing a live stream is definitely not easy. And for the people that's able to do it and, carry the show and speak on certain topics, it's an amazing thing, And the more you do it, the more you get better at it. Just sharing your thoughts and stuff. And, live streams like this one where it's just really open thought and you just speaking on whatever it is that come to mind, that helps as well. Because we all, of course, come from different walks of life. So we all going through different things, which giving us experience to talk about what it was that happened. So, yeah, it makes it easy, especially with panels like this one and, other content creators that do panels similar like to this one as well, like where you open up a live stream and have the audience member share their thoughts and opinions about what it is that you do, your content. You want that kind of feedback, especially as a content creator. That's why I open up these opportunities to hear from you all about the content. The live streams I've been doing, as of late about, the Character Biz 101. Like I said, just to bring that awareness. And I see it is bringing awareness. And let people know that it's creeps and it's monsters like that walking amongst us. And that you should be aware of that. And make sure that your loved ones are aware. And protect your loved ones. Because you got sickos like this out there. And we got more live streams on the way too. We definitely got more live streams on the way where we're, man, a lot of things unfold, just by the dialogue from this guy. But we got more of that on the way. There's definitely more of that on the way. Don't worry. We're gonna cover it. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna actually get the reaction time in. And y'all get perspective, because if you notice with reactions are supposed to be, it's supposed to be about the commentary. Because we see the video that you're reacting to. The commentary from the person that's reacting to the video is important now at that point because of the reaction. So that's why it's just important that you deliver your commentary a certain way. And that's always something I try to be mindful of when I do the commentary to different videos I react to. Shouts out to It's Just ETV.
Factuals.
Shouts out to Tap In Podcast.
Factuals.
What's going on, E? Appreciate you pulling up. What is going on? Again, for the viewers at home, this is an open panel live stream for you to come up and share your thoughts. You can, again, express yourself as far as my content, what you've been observing around you on YouTube. You don't have to agree with my content. If you do agree, what is it that you agree about? What is it that you do disagree about? This is what this live stream is for. Feedback. Feedback is important. Feedback is definitely important. And I see they got TikTok back. It did not take them long to get TikTok back. But TikTok is back. And that's what's up, though. Because it's a lot of people that I know that love TikTok. And I hate for, TikTok to just up and vanish like that. Especially when people use that as a main source of entertainment. And I can see how, because those videos, it just takes you down a rabbit hole each and every time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but TikTok is definitely back. And I like how each social media platform does something different. You know, TikTok, of course, I know they implemented the live streams now, when I guess you can upload longer TikToks, but I like the short format, the short form content. The short form content was dope. Oh, no problem at all, E. Of course, I'm glad you're enjoying your Sunday, and appreciate you listening in, and definitely supporting. You said you were just excited the TikTok shop was back. Y'all talking like that TikTok shop is like that. I'm gonna have to check it out. I never been to the TikTok shop. I rarely go on TikTok. Like, when I do go up there, it's just on I'm just watching a few videos. It's really, when I think about it, I'm just really watching a few videos. Nothing too crazy. Of course, I might look at my profile and go through it and stuff, but I just go on my timeline and look through little videos. And like I said, how TikTok is set up, it'll send you down a rabbit hole easily. You'll end up on crazy sides of TikTok, just by looking at certain videos. And some of them videos on the timeline, if you're watching like some of the similar videos, they'll just pretty much send you down that rabbit hole of TikTok and those type niche videos. So TikTok is really crafty, like YouTube, because YouTube is very crafty too. YouTube is very crafty. Temu. Been hearing about Temu too. Said good quality, low prices, better than Temu for sure. Yeah, I've been hearing about Temu. Temu, Wish, all them different kind of websites that sells merchandise. But Amazon covers all bases. Like, anything you can think of is on Amazon. Amazon definitely is the plug for everything, really. You can get anything from Amazon. I just go up there just to browse and see what it is that they got on specials, and I think about getting little stuff, to put on the desk. I got a few ideas in mind that I want to do with the desk, as far as what items I want to have placed up here and stuff like that, and how I want to put some pictures up. But yeah, Amazon definitely. Amazon will send you down a rabbit hole too. And another website that'll send you down a rabbit hole, Pinterest. Pinterest will send you down a rabbit hole for sure. Like, Pinterest is serious. Pinterest is really serious. Pinterest will really send you down a rabbit hole. I'm not joking. Especially when you got an idea. So the thing with Pinterest is you can go to Pinterest and, of course, see different ideas of what it is that you're thinking about already, but then they'll present to you your idea plus extra incentives on, hey, we see what you thought about, what you think about this as well. I'm like, oh man. So yeah, Pinterest will send you down the rabbit hole for sure. Strawberry lemonade is the beverage of choice today. Yeah. Strawberry lemonade, simply strawberry lemonade. Definitely got to keep the hydrated. Being hydrated is important, y'all. Being hydrated is important. Please stay hydrated out there, even in the cold weather. See, a lot of people, they don't talk about that much. You need to stay hydrated when it's cold too. You definitely got to stay hydrated even when it's cold. Not just the summertime. You got to stay hydrated in the winter for sure. Like, for sure. You gotta stay hydrated. It's real out here. And again, link is available. Link is pinned in the chat. Open panel. Just cooling out. Conversations with OSD Live Reloaded. Another Scenes episode. This is Scene 10. We on Scene 10. Just been pushing out this content, y'all. You know, they start off just as simple as, you know, presenting the open panel live stream, and when people have thoughts and opinions, they've hit the link and came up on stage and shared their thoughts, and they made for the content. And it gives you, the audience, an opportunity to see, you know, just the different thought process of so many different people, you know, and how they look at certain situations and certain topics. And to me, that's just what makes the content, man, just the difference of opinion. You know, it don't necessarily have to be two people up on the stage agreeing about something. It can be a disagreement, but like I said, the lining, the silver lining is really respect. You know, the respect that people have a difference of opinion, because it's okay. We are all our own entity. We don't have to have the same thoughts as the next person. Of course, people identify with certain things, but we all are still different, of course. So that's definitely for sure. We all are still different. We are all different. We all got free will. We all got free will, man. Yeah, definitely. Pinterest is the plug too. Pinterest. Like I said, Pinterest and Amazon. Usually the two that I would just look up. I just start a different list on Amazon. Of course, I got different lists on Pinterest. And that's another thing I want to do more this year too. You know, as far as like the social media aspect, you know, try to get more active on the different platforms. I said this on the New Year's live stream, but that is something I definitely want to do more of, because being that all the platforms serve different purposes, that'll help the content more reach even more of an audience, because like people use different platforms for different reasons. And if I'm able to have my content translate on all these different platforms, then that'll help the growth as well, you know, for people to see the content. So definitely want to be more active. Pretty much all the popular ones, you know, everybody goes to, because YouTube is a good source for the content, but you gotta definitely have more than one outlet as far as where you pushing out the content. Like, understanding that the world we live in, short form content is king right now, because it's a higher percentage of people with a short attention span. So you got to be able to grab somebody's attention within the first few seconds. So shorts are very important. That's why shorts can run up and you don't even know it, you know. And with that kind of aspect of the shorts, you know, they're important. So I think like TikTok, being at TikTok back, I know Instagram Reels, you know, they go far too. Like that short form content is what really grows the channel fast. With me, I'm a person that loves long form content, like the podcast setting and pretty much the documentaries and things like that, autobiographies and biographies and stuff, like the 30 for 30s. Big fan of those too. It just all depends on what it is that you got a interest in as far as what you want to watch. But I definitely got love for the TikTok videos. The TikTok videos, they just seconds. Quick, they going real quick. Let me see.
Customize and
I'm gonna play some tunes by my brother Czar Nicholas. Shouts out to my brother Czar Nicholas. See if I can play some tunes.
I did coming for the 808.
He told me 175 for a fluffy zone, and if I break it down and bag it right, I had $300 before midnight. Hey, yo, that sounds cool, but put something aside, cause I'm smoking too. I roll 1, 2, 3, 4 joints, then I take the rest and go and get my coins. When I first started smoking weed, I was just a youngster at 13. It burned my chest, it made me cough, and then I realized that money talks. So yeah, I became the man with nothing but sweat inside my hands. I devised a plan to go and get my ends. Broke down .7s and then I sold them for 10.
Hit the Nokia, hit the Nokia. You know a young nigga got smoke for ya. Hit the Nokia, hit the Nokia. Ain't nobody, don't ask me. Hit the Nokia, hit the Nokia. You know a young nigga got smoke for ya. Hit the Nokia, hit the Nokia. Ain't nobody, don't ask me.
When I was new to this, I wasn't true to it. I wasn't using it, I was abusing it. Really, I should have been arrested for that. Realized I was short and niggas right and left. So .7s for 10, add 8 for a dub. So I was wrong, talking to my plug. He said, hey man, you can come down on the price. 2 for 15, I ain't that nice. Okay, I get it, I understand. That's when I realized I became the man. Dubs, Ace for 30. Dishing out dimes just like James Worthy. Gas, smoke, is that your rap? The bass head high ain't coming back, so I gotta give them something that's gonna have them smacked. And in return, I can maximize my stacks.
Hit the Nokia, hit the Nokia. You know a young nigga got smoke for ya. Hit the Nokia, hit the Nokia. Ain't nobody, don't ask me. Hit the Nokia, hit the Nokia. You know a young nigga
When new transactions add up,
Wanna know all the niggas she fuck with. If you wanna wait with her in public, if you giving her all your money, say man, it ain't that deep. You a lame and your Dane is a freak. I bet she'll cuss your ass out if you look up in her phone. And you'll apologize like you did something wrong, cause she ain't got no backbone. Y'all together in the club, so you think you got your Mac on. But you ain't a Mac until you send her out and tell her bring that money back home. You just another nigga in the friend zone. She going out of town to meet the niggas she depend on. She all about the ends, homes. You a snack, but she looking for a meal though. So don't take it out on me if she on POF for the P4P.
Yeah, that was my brother, Zon Nicholas, and yours truly. That song was called You Ain't No Player. We actually did that song, I want to say like 2017, 2018. I want to say roughly around that time. You know, he had sent me the verse, and I just went on ahead and recorded it and sent it back, and he did all the final mix down on his end, and that was what came from that. So, you know, shout out to my brother Zon Nicholas, and that was from his album Mermaid City, which is what they call Norfolk. Norfolk City is called Mermaid. Well, one of the names for Norfolk, it goes by Shark City. Then you got Mermaid City, which the term Mermaid City comes from all the, how can I put it, the mermaid statues. You know, certain mermaid statues are in front of certain establishments around Norfolk City. So, you know, that's where you get the term Mermaid City from. Trying to find another tune for y'all. Play some old tunes. Let's see, I'm gonna play my brother. Let's see what he got going on.
And we're back in third quarter play.
Let's see. Let me see. me see. So this next song is by my bros, Ray Chris and Spider Jones, and it's called Feelings. Yeah, it's called Feelings. Shouts out to my brothers Ray Chris and Spider Jones. That song was called Feelings. Off their album, their joint album they had did called LA Times. Fire album, Fire Project. Make sure y'all check that out on all streaming platforms for music. Whatever you have, Apple Music, YouTube Music. You know, that album is on all major streaming music platforms. Everybody that played tonight, you know, shouts out to my brothers. Again, Ray Chris, Spider Jones, Czar Nicholas. I got some dope friends, man, that do music. Got some dope friends that do music. And as y'all can see, everybody creation process is all different, and you just gotta love it, man. So shouts out to all the real content creators putting in the real work. Shouts out to everybody that dropped in on me and typed in their chat message in the chat. It's all greatly appreciated. Thank you again for all the support. Definitely will make sure I do another Scenes by OSD Live Reloaded again. For anybody that wants to come up and share their thoughts and opinions, I always want to offer that opportunity. So thank you to everybody that's just been supporting, man. Hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button. I appreciate all y'all subscription. Share this video, share the channel. Feel free to leave me a comment underneath this video, your thoughts and opinions about, you know, my content I've been doing or content around that you've been seeing as well. You know, this what this live stream is for. So feel free to share your thoughts. This is what this channel is for. And again, new subscribers, welcome. For those that's already subscribed, thank you again. This is OSD Live Reloaded. Protect your peace, protect your energy. Until next time, gone.